Welcome back to Primetime News Special. Welcome to the folks watching on OneSpotMedia.com.
A reminder as well that you can watch TVJ live by downloading our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1 followed by the word Spot and Media.
TVJ's exclusive expose on the big phone bills by some government ministers has forced the government to implement an interim cap on cell phone charges.
The disclosure was made by Information Minister Senator Royal Reid at this morning's Jamaica House press briefing. As a result of the cap, some government ministers may now have to pay a portion of their phone bills from their pocket.
TVJ's Andrea Chisholm has been tracking the story.
An $8.3 million cell phone bill for the finance minister in 1 year alone, plus others with 6 figures. The Prime Minister said it was unacceptable and promised a cap. On Wednesday, the Information Minister said the Cabinet agreed on an interim proposal for government mobile phones,
which includes a cap of $40,000 per month on all mobile telephone communications expenses directly related to each minister of government, both ministers and ministers of state. That figure should be for direct expenses of the ministry to which the minister is so assigned.
The cap also applies to public sector workers like permanent secretaries and others listed under Category A in Circular 35 from the Finance Ministry. Senator Reid said Cabinet arrived at the figure after doing a survey of cell phone rates and data usage. So what will happen if the cell phone bill of a minister, for example, is more than the $40,000?
Unless there's justification for any amounts above that, which would have to be agreed by the permanent secretary, the minister would be responsible for paying the amounts in excess of the $40,000.
The policy will also be applied to cell phone bills in the past.
As the Prime Minister has indicated, we certainly are considering some amount of retroactivity of the policy to about January of this year.
Based on documents received by TVJ News under the Access to Information Act for January and February this year, the cell phone bill of some government ministers and state ministers is already more than the $40,000. The list includes Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, Sport Minister Olivia Grange, and Finance State Ministers Favour Williams and Rudyard Spencer. The bills of Finance Minister Audley Shaw and Transport Minister Mike Henry were way over the $40,000 limit for January and February this year. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.